I want is share about culture with the something real, something original, even small.
Grow Back Paddy was a really complex but a really important project as part of the Melbourne International Festival on many levels. The most important thing, I think, was the connection culturally and internationally between the two countries, between Australia and Indonesia. And I think the arts are a really powerful way to connect people.
Tapi udah lama nggak makan bakso, jadi kangen. Iya.
Grow Back Paddy had an amazing effect on the Indonesian community in the sense that it was very much community spirited, in the sense that all of them were working together, providing a performance and food together as a community for the Australian community. So they were working in a spirit of togetherness, and that was lovely. And to be part of an artistic piece also of Melbourne Festival was really an exciting part of the whole program for them.
The importance of the Grow Back Paddy as part of the Melbourne Festival, because Melbourne Festival is a cultural festival, and Grow Back Paddy represents the Indonesian culture, and not just that. The Grow Back Paddy also empower the existing Indonesian community here that will give that could contribute to multicultural here in Melbourne.
Melbourne Festival has given me the chance to expose my culture to a different community. I could bring my community to a different culture. Melbourne Festival creates life, diversity, and social engagement.
felt today was that as I was watching every single performer, I realized that there is a story that needs to be told. I don't know if it's in a night of stories or a night of solo pieces, but all I asked was if you could remember a dynamic moment in your life. And many of them remembered moments where they were crossing the border or they were refugees, but generally when they were young, crossing the border and what it meant to be a youngster being pulled different places, in strange places. And I realized that in the theater, we don't hear that story a lot. And it was like an epiphany to me where, wouldn't it be great to, if not 1, 2, 3, or all 15 performers were to perform little solo pieces about what it is like, because I don't think a lot of people know about what it's like. And in the theater, we don't hear that story a lot. So it would be great. And then you can bring in all of the Border Patrol people to really hear what it's like for a young person and what they feel in terms of being taken from their land, not knowing where they're going, and having to deal now with a strange land, strange language, and you have such a gem in every single one of these performers and these participants, and I can see greatness happening with them. As I was watching each piece and I was seeing the thread, I was really feeling like I was almost back home in New York. In New York, we have many people who come from different places, and everyone is seeking to get somewhere. And I really just felt like a true human connection in watching their pieces. And then they are all such great, they jump in. All of the participants today, they just jumped into the work. And that's so important in the creation of theater.
The workshop today was amazing. The thing that it's so good to see how people teach stuff from overseas, and we don't get that, you know, we don't get that. Well, I've never seen it before, and I love the way that she does her things, that she just pop, pop, she's got character into another character into another character, and it's great that she can teach us how, you know, everything about it and how to get into it, because I've never been to acting classes before. And like, it's good to pick her brain about how to get into all these characters, and she's so, she's got so much heart she puts into it, you know, it's just lovely, it was great. I was very surprised to get an invitation because it's mainly, well, it's the main Melbourne festival.
It was a very diverse group. There were young people from different countries, refugees, Sudanese. Another young African woman, I'm not sure where she was from, Macedonians, Spanish, South Americans, some oldies like myself who've been around a while. So everybody had something very different to bring.
Yeah, it was absolutely inspiring. Like, it was really good to get someone like Nilja to come out and just show the potential of what an artist can do, especially just one person, and she was just so crafty and crafted and skilled, and she spoke from here, and meeting her in person, it was just like that step further. It was to seeing, like, she's more than just an artist, she's active in the communities, and that was what was really inspiring in the show. So it's constantly building networks, and I think this work is really important for that, because we can only become strong as a Melbourne artistic community if we build strong connections, and that's what these sorts of programs does. I always appreciated the festival. I didn't know, now this has given me a richer understanding of that there is more than just the performance side of things, that there's the professional development side of things, and the networking side of things. So I think that's enriched my experience personally of the Melbourne Festival.
ነበር ፍቅሬ ሁሉንም ያየሁት
Just run a workshop with 5 dancers, freelance dancers from Melbourne, along with our dancers from the company, which is a great experience, I think, for both sides, really. I know that the dancers from Les Shan will have got a lot out of working with more Westerners than just myself and Ross, and also they've got a lot out of observing them move as well, so it's been great 2 ways, I think. But it offers an insight into a process, but also that exchange, which is so important.
I think it's a great opportunity for the dancers and local artists to get to know how the mainland China company work, their technique, their background, and also how the relationship with their foreign choreographer. I think it's a great platform for local artists and also the international choreographer and international dance company to get together to present their ideas and exchange what we have, and also they have a great opportunity to develop the whole new idea and concept.
Lovely experience to meet the dancers from China after having seen them perform on Wednesday night. So it was a very nice invitation to get to know them a little bit more personally and inhabit some of the material that they were performing and get a bit of more background story as to how that movement was created. Well, it is a cross-cultural collaboration with artists from China and New Zealand, and they're sharing stories about land and nature and the relationship of humans to nature, and they're themes that I'm very much interested in. So yeah, to get some more up-close, personal, shared experience about this particular project.
The most interesting thing for me is just to meet people from different contexts and observe the way that we interact.
The process or the techniques that we use to generate material is not unfamiliar to me, but it was great to be able to do it with artists or dancers that I didn't know and connect with them, because that sometimes brings out new material as well, or new things in my